When I heard that Peabo Bryson had passed away, I didn't just feel sad. I was instantly transported back to the 1980s. I was a young mom in my late 20s. I remember sitting on the living room floor with my kids watching Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast on our old TV. When Peebo's voice filled the room singing A Whole New World, the house went quiet. The kids were mesmerized, and I felt a kind of magic I can't quite explain. When he passed, all those memories came flooding back. The movies, the kids, the feeling of being young and in love with life. It made me realize something important. Music isn't just about the notes or the charts or the awards. It's about where we were when we heard it. It's about the first dance, the road trips, the heartbreaks, and the quiet Sunday mornings. That's why I created this channel, to talk about the artists who shaped our lives and to share the beautiful, sometimes heartbreaking, always unforgettable memories their songs evoked. If you remember those days, if those voices still live in your heart, welcome to Memories Behind the Music. This is your space. Let's remember together. The voice that would soon become synonymous with romance and elegance didn't begin in a recording studio, but in the pews of a small church in Greenville, South Carolina. Born Robert Peabo Bryson on April 13th, 1951, he was just a boy with a golden throat and a deep love for gospel. Long before the world knew him as Peabo Bryson, he was simply a kid singing harmonies in the sanctuary, learning early on that music could move mountains and hearts. By his teens, he was already fronting local bands, cutting his teeth on the rhythm and blues circuits of the South. He knew he was meant to perform, but the path to stardom was far from guaranteed. The 1970s were a proving ground. Peabo toured relentlessly, opened for soul legends, and honed a vocal style that blended the warmth of Sam Cooke with the velvet precision of Johnny Mathis. But it wasn't until the early 1980s that his star truly caught fire. His collaboration with Roberta Flack on Tonight I Celebrate My Love introduced the world to a new kind of romantic balladeer, one whose voice felt like a warm embrace. Soon after, If Ever You're in My Arms Again became a quiet anthem, cementing his place as the premier crooner of his generation. He wasn't chasing trends, he was defining a mood, and the industry took notice. As the decade unfolded, Peabo's voice became a cinematic treasure. In 1991, Disney tapped him to record Beauty and the Beast alongside Celine Dion. The song didn't just top charts, it crossed generational and cultural boundaries, winning Grammy Awards and an Academy Award. 2 years later, history repeated itself. Paired with Regina Belle for A Whole New World from Aladdin, Peabo delivered another soaring duet that dominated airwaves and claimed both Grammy and Oscar gold. For a brief luminous moment, he was the undisputed king of the modern ballad. His smooth tenor became the standard for romantic storytelling in pop and R&B, earning him a place in the hearts of millions who played his records on anniversaries, weddings, and quiet evenings. But the music industry is unforgiving, and even the brightest voices face storms. By the late 1990s and into the 2000s, Peabo grappled with vocal cord issues that required surgery and forced him to step back from the relentless pace of touring. The rise of hip-hop and digital production shifted the cultural landscape away from the lush ballads he perfected. Yet Peabo never faded into obscurity. He adapted, performed selectively, mentored younger artists, and leaned into the timeless quality of his craft. He faced personal and professional hardships with quiet dignity, always returning to the stage when called, his voice weathered but still unmistakably his. Today, Peabo Bryson's legacy isn't measured in chart positions alone, but in the millions of moments his music has soundtracked. 5 Grammy Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and inductions into multiple music halls of fame tell only part of the story. The real testament is in the way his voice still lingers, in wedding playlists, in late-night radio, in the quiet confidence of a man who believed that a song could heal, connect, and endure. From a Greenville church choir to the pinnacle of global pop culture, Peabo Bryson didn't just sing love songs, he gave them a voice. And as long as there's a need for romance, his melody will keep playing. On Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, the legendary singer passed away at the age of 75. His family shared that he had suffered a stroke in late May and transitioned peacefully at 5 p.m. that evening, surrounded by the love of his family and those closest to him. Even in his 70s, Peabo had remained dedicated to his craft, performing steadily through 2025 before his sudden health decline. Now, fans across the globe are mourning the loss of the iconic voice behind Beauty and the Beast and so many other unforgettable hits. Though his final curtain has fallen, the legacy he leaves behind is one of unparalleled warmth and romance. From those early days in a Greenville church choir to the pinnacle of global stardom, Peabo Bryson didn't just sing love songs, he gave them a soul. His physical voice may be silent now, but his melodies will continue to soundtrack our most cherished moments for generations to come. Rest in peace to a true legend.